Dalton, why did you decide to come and play football here at the University of Chicago?
Well, it's an interesting story. I come from a town in Arkansas about 600 miles away from here, and growing up I had a lot of opportunities and was able to do quite a bit as a first-generation college student, and I'm Native American. When the time for choosing a college came around, I had quite a few opportunities that I didn't expect, as some for football and some without. I was looking at a couple Ivy League schools and schools a little closer to home for football, but Chicago really provided me a unique opportunity to study in what Forbes and I believe U.S. News World Report currently has as the fourth best university in the world. It's a great opportunity to go and learn and prepare yourself to be successful for the rest of your life while also playing football for a school that, you know, when you walk in the doors every day, you see the first Heisman Trophy ever awarded to Jay Burwinger. When you walk out onto the practice field, you play on Stagg Field for in a division where the championship game and the trophy are named after him. Very successful coach who's very instrumental in the history of college football itself. And then, you know, you play with kids and on a team that's goal every year is to have a GPA that's either the same as or higher than the school average. And when you're talking about the number 4 school in the world, that's quite a feat. That's something to be very proud of. So the academics, along with the football, competitive football, let me stress that. We've got a great squad. We've done well. So the opportunity to do both of those things while living in a city like Chicago, coming from Arkansas, that was quite a culture shock. So those three elements really provided a unique challenge, but along with the challenge, it was a great opportunity, and one that I felt like I couldn't pass up.
Talk a little bit about your involvement on the campus of Chicago besides just football.
Well, like I said, the university itself has provided plenty of great opportunities for myself and my teammates to do quite a bit of things. And over the years, you run into some professors. I'm a political science major, so I've really come into contact with quite a few people. I mean, I live 6 houses away from Barack Obama, which in itself is pretty incredible coming from Arkansas. So I say that to say that some of our professors here are highly involved in the political scene around the country, and so you're getting really a top-notch education from them. And then when you run into these guys and you have and girls and you have an opportunity to interact with them and they get a chance to know you, it's been a great experience, and it's opened doors that I didn't even imagine. For instance, from some of the people I met in a class I took, I was able to, this past year, be a teaching assistant for a course in anthropology taught by a former director of the Department of Anthropology and some of the best anthropologists, in my opinion, in the world. And to be able to be a teaching assistant on the University of Chicago was really special for me, and to get to help out and even to lecture was a great experience, and I feel like I learned a lot from that. And also, I've been able to study abroad with 3 of my roommates. This past year we went to Paris and studied there for a trimester and spoke a little French and had a few baguettes and traveled all over Europe, and that was a great experience as well. And when you go to the University of Chicago, you know that you're going to get a great education no matter where you are, and that was also true while we were in Paris. The university has a center there, and so there were University of Chicago professors, and so the whole trip was quite an experience. Learned a lot from that as well. So the university just has provided some great opportunities like those that I've really been able to take advantage of, and they've been very helpful.
Talk about some of your favorite football memories over your 4 years on the team.
Sure. As a senior, I think anybody you talk to is going to say that the 2010 UA championship team was just a really special experience. Being able to go and beat Case Western, which hadn't lost a regular season game in almost 4 years, was unbelievable. And then we went to Pittsburgh and scored over 60 points and had a great offensive showing, and then coming back home and beating Wash U, our rival, 13-10, I believe, for the UA championship was just a really special run, a great experience for a group of guys that we had that year. And overall, it was, just like I said, a great experience. So anyone you ask, I think that's a senior will definitely say that. Aside from that, I have to say that going to this school and just what I'll call the daily grind, and for most football players throughout the country, when you say that, they're just going to think about daily practice and football things. But for us, when you go to the University of Chicago, it's a combination of football and the academics. It's not an easy school, but we've got a group of players that really try and are really focused. And so the daily grind for us consists of football class, homework till 8, 9, 10, even later at night. And so it's a tough environment, one that allows us to be very competitive and successful, but the daily grind with each other, studying together in the library, taking classes together, and on the football field, you build these type of connections that and these bonds that are great to have, put a smile on your face thinking back on, and they've been able to create some great memories that I know I'll look back on for a very long time and be happy about.
What are some of your future plans after graduation?
Sure. Well, I'll be done here in March, so I'm going to graduate a trimester early. But I'm also taking the LSAT here in 2 weeks, so getting in some good studying for that with football right now. And so my goal after I graduate in March is to take a couple of months off and then hopefully start law school here in next fall. Looking to either Ivy Leagues or a little closer to home. I'd really like to go to Vanderbilt, Texas, at Austin, or Harvard, Yale. We'll see where I can get in. But law school, the immediate future, and then we'll see 3 years after that.
How valuable is the bye week for the team to prepare for the next game and to simultaneously get healthy?
The last part of that is the most important thing, I feel like. The rest, getting healthy, that's really what we need to focus on right now. We've got a bunch of guys that are banged up. I mean, 6 solid weeks of some great football, some great teams we played and against each other. We really need to get these guys healthy, get us in the training room, and these a couple days off are going to be great for that. And then what we also need to do is towards the end of this week, we've got to focus in again after the break. That should be easy to do, and get back to getting better and improving on. We're not going to be going up against a different defense since we don't have anybody we're playing this weekend, but playing each other, improving our technique, and certain things like that are important, and the bye week should be great and very beneficial in doing that and preparing us for the second half of the season.